I would like to invite our respected principal sir onto the stage. Next, I would request our principal sir to invite and honor guest speaker. It's my privilege to welcome and invite our guest speaker, Dr. Gogishetty Venkata Narasimha Rao Garu, Jawahati College of Pharmacy, Madanpalli. I would like to invite Bharat sir onto the stage. I would like to introduce our principal sir, guest of honor as well as a guest speaker to the students, and I will request the sir to address the gathering.
Respected Chairman, C.P. Amarnath Garu, and respected Madam, O.C. Madam Garu, today's seminar is going to be given by Senior Staff Member Dr. G.V. Narasimha Rao Garu, and distinguished HODs, teaching, non-teaching staff, and my dear students. Today, I felt very happy. I thought I am the only aged person working here. Today, another gentleman came. He is aged about 65 years. Already regarding the history biodata, already our Suchita Madam already explained you. Though he is born in Andhra Pradesh, in combined state, that is in Tenali, he studied at Mumbai and New Delhi, and most of his studies are at Voltaire and Hyderabad, and only Master of Law he did at Chennai, but finally he settled at Gujarat. I would like to tell you one thing about him. Though he is an elder man, 65 years, he is carrying his own bag with him. He is not allowed to take any staff member or attend an institution. Please, this is a role model for you. This is my observation. Within 10 minutes, he is carrying his own bag. He is not allowing anybody to take his bag and bring it here. Though it is weightless, that is the aged persons having the qualities. All students bringing books, giving friends, coming to the classes with empty hands. See, learn this quality from him. That's what I want to propose you. I learned from him also this quality now. I don't allow anybody to work also by marks and marks. Please do remember, those who are giving books to others and coming happily to the college. Isn't it? 65 years old man is not allowed to take back. Sir, thank you sir. We will learn this good quality from you. And he is going to deliver the topics today on intellectual property rights and some of the topics related to our jurisprudence also. I request all the students utilize this opportunity. He came all the way. He is well experienced. He worked at Kadapa also in 2 different engineering law colleges. At later stage, he did his PhD. That's what he is telling. Because of his PhD, he got the professor post after retirement from the bank. See, qualifications always have advantage. I have to tell all time, qualifications got advantage. I retired from government sector. Why I got this job means because of my qualification. Qualifications don't correlate qualification with money. It has got its own value in the market. Till your death, your qualification, the knowledge that you have gained will be useful for you in one way or other way. So please learn these things from him. I request sir, kindly deliver the lecture and see that our students will learn more from you sir. Thank you sir for coming all the way for this institution.
And Narasimha Rao sir, your character already started inspiring our students, and that's a good thing. And next, I will request our guest speaker, Dr. Narasimha Rao sir, to address the gathering.
Good morning to everyone. This is a new experience for me. I never participated, first time I am participating. I never participated in formal functions like this. I am a teacher, teaching to the students. That's a completely different experience. But participating in a seminar, in a function like this is first for me. Naturally, I am not so comfortable as I am in the classroom. So classroom atmosphere is different. Limited students, sharing of knowledge, sharing of experiences, that's the atmosphere in the classroom. But here something different. But okay, we can manage the things, that's not a problem. So, as Sam said, I'm still working after retirement. This is my 5th year of retirement, but still I'm in full-time service, only for the reason that I acquired many degrees. I acquired many degrees. You may surprise that I acquired 25 degrees from different, all legal subjects only. All legal subject only, legal related subjects, but छोटा certificates, but they work for you. He rightly said, Sam rightly said, Principal Sir, they work for you. Higher qualification never goes waste. So I am the live example. Even at the age of 65, I am doing full-time job after retirement. I am drawing a good salary of 7th pay commission, which comes around 2,20,000 after retirement. Then I am getting 50,000 pension from the bank, 270. Without doing anything, my account mein every month I receive 2,70,000 into my account. So because of long years of experience in the bank, I acquired a grip over documentation, how to draft agreements, deeds, any complaints, all these things I can easily do. So some private people will come to me for help to draft agreements, some deeds, whatever they need. I do for them after office hours coming back from Gandhinagar. I do for them, whatever they pay, I will accept them. Otherwise, I don't demand anything from them. So in that way, sometimes I get a decent income. Sometimes not all times. So after retirement, banks are kind enough to take me as their consultant on legal matters. And I am a panel advocate for Bank of Baroda, my parent bank, and also I am panel advocate, legal consultant for Union Bank of India, and also I am doing work for the Indian Overseas Bank. From all these 3 banks, total matters I receive from them about preparation of hypothecation agreements, mortgage deeds, undertakings, opinions on legal issues. All these things I acquired because of long experience in Bank of Baroda legal department, and I earn more income from accepting them. So sometimes my monthly income crosses 3 lakh rupees. So you too can plan with things like this. Acquire more degrees. Specialize yourself in one area. Not all areas. It's not possible for a person to acquire grip over all areas. Choose one good area. You keep on doing something extra every day in that area. Then ultimately you get specialized in that area. So I know when I was studying LLM, I know when I was doing PhD. So one area is not touched by anybody. Nobody is preferring that area. That area is international trade. Everybody is afraid of international trade, international investment. These are the 2 areas nobody likes to touch. So people avoid them. People do PhD in easy subjects. especially in India, PhD is a bogus thing. People just copy, cut, paste, copy. This is happening nowadays. So I know this is, there are certain areas very fertile. Nobody is walking. Nobody likes to touch those areas. I like to touch it. I touched it. Then I will be, this is the live example. I'm gaining benefits even after retirement. So you also choose a specific area which others do not follow. Samajh mein aaya? If everybody follows the same thing, no, nothing new. Everybody is equal. Nobody cares for you. You have to choose an area very selectively, carefully. Okay, this is the area. Nobody is going to that area. I have to go. I have to investigate. I have to explore. Then you get the benefit. So this is what I did. I'm not so intelligent. I'm also a third class boy. So degree, intermediate, I got only 40%. I'm not a brilliant student. Not necessary also. Everybody is born with brilliance. Everybody is born with brilliance. Everybody is intelligent, born intelligent. That's why no person, I am more intelligent, he is not less intelligent. All these things are not relevant for us. Only relevant thing is you have to accept work. You have to work hard, continuously engage yourself in reading. Continuous reading. I am not saying reading. I am asking you to continuously engage yourself in reading. That makes you specialized. That makes you, that enable you to acquire grip over this subject, over the English language. English language, knowledge in English language is also relevant at higher positions. So at higher level, you have to communicate your ideas effectively. Then you are eligible, basically, primarily, you are eligible for patent, grant of patent. So that patent, whatever idea, that invention is there, it must satisfy three conditions. The first condition, it must be fresh, new one. Your idea must be new, fresh in the market. It should not be non-obvious. What do you mean by non-obvious? It should not be visible in the market. If it is already visible in the market, accessible in the market, there is nothing new. Already somebody has invented. It is already market mein hai. So when it is already in the market, where is freshness? Nothing is new. That's why your idea will not be granted patent. So your idea, in order to be eligible, must be fresh idea, new idea. Then only you will then only you can ask for the patent from the government. This is one thing. So mere idea is not sufficient. In addition to the idea, your idea must be capable of converting into industrial use, commercial use. Every scientific idea, whether it's a small idea or big idea, ultimately that idea is going to be commercialized for the benefit of larger community. So any idea, if you keep it yourself, it has no value. It will die with you. Samajh mein aaya? It will die with you. It will not serve any purpose to the society. So larger community will not be benefited by your idea. Therefore, every small idea, when it is expressed to the outside world, it must be capable of industrialization. It must be able to be converted into commercial property. When it is commercialized, automatically everybody will have access to that idea. Everybody will be benefited by idea. Best example is light. So light is the idea of Thomas Alva Edison. If you had he kept that idea with himself, that light would have died with him. So what he did, he expressed it to the outside world. Not only expressing to the outside world, so once it is expressed to the outside world, automatically people are there to make it commercialized. Business people are there. So they wanted to do business with your idea. Idea is your idea. Business करेगा दूसरा. उनके पास पैसा है, आपके पास पैसा नहीं है. आपके पास आइडियाज है, पैसा नहीं है. उनके पास आइडियाज नहीं है, पैसा है. समझ में आया? बिजनेस पीपल के पास आइडियाज नहीं है, पैसा है. That's why आप उनसे कॉम्बिनेशन करना है. साइंस फेलो विद बिजनेस फेलो. ये कॉम्बिनेशन करेगा तो
then the entire world will be benefited. Every idea will operate like this. So idea is your idea because you have a brilliant mind. You want to do something new. You are ready to do it. You are capable of doing it. But आपके पास पैसा नहीं है. So you cannot, because you don't have paisa, you cannot put it in the public world. When you want to make it commercialized, you need money, marketing के लिए. Marketing के लिए, you need further research के लिए पैसा लगता है. वो पैसा आपके पास नहीं है. Then what you do? You will approach some businessman, Tata. You will approach Anil Ambani. You will approach Mukesh Ambani. You will approach Adani. अबे मेरे पास ये idea है, but I don't have पैसा. I will give my idea to you, and you make it commercialized. You take this idea into the general public. So public will be benefited by this. आप approach करता है. Then he likes that idea. He will invest money. He will market it to the public. Then public will be benefited. You will be benefited. You get money. Ambani also benefited with money. Everybody will be benefited. That's the intellectual property. इसमें benefit मिलता है, सबको मिलता है. सभी people involved, सभी stakeholders will be benefited by this intellectual property invention, scientific invention. Patents will be granted only for scientific inventions, not for artistic works. Artistic work के लिए क्या है? Copyright. If you become an author, copyright. If you invent a scientific invention, new invention, patent मिलेगा. That patent is international patents are there, Indian patents are there. So एक ही patent, एक ही product के लिए एक ही patent, you can register it for the entire world, all by sitting in India. India में बैठिए, you can register your scientific idea. You are a science student. So what are the scientific inventions? Give me some examples. So many inventions are there in the world nowadays. Wright brothers, aeroplanes. Brothers, both are brothers, Britishers. They invented aeroplane. It is their first idea, scientific invention. Ultimately, their idea of flying in the air, so became commercialized, industrialized. Nowadays, everybody is going from one place to another place by air. That's possible, no? That's possible. That is a possibility. We are all flying. We are all flying because of Wright brothers only. So they have invented that first time the aeroplane, how to move faster in the air. That's their original idea. That's their imagination. That imagination is commercialized. He has brought them into existence, into operation. Ultimately, idea is commercialized. Every scientific idea, one day or other day, one day or other day is going to be commercialized. Why commercialization? Because ultimately, by commercialization, we are all going to be benefited by that idea. Idea is one person's. Benefit is for all people. Benefit is for all people. That's why every scientific idea ultimately is going to be commercialized. Because of commercialization, it becomes accessible to all common people like human beings. That is the purpose of commercialization. Commercialization is also not a bad thing. Over commercialization is a bad thing. Over commercialization of education is a bad thing. Is that enough? So here, commercialization is not a bad thing. Over commercialization is a bad thing. Therefore, patent is also one of the intellectual properties recognized under the Patents Act 1970. This is the legislation which is passed by the Parliament of India. Patents will be given only to scientific inventions. Invention invented first time by the inventor. First time by the inventor. It should be non-obvious. The second quality of the idea is that it should be capable of industrialization. If your idea is not capable of industrialization, commercialization, then your idea cannot be considered to be patent worthy. Therefore, your idea must be commercialized. It must be your idea will be accepted, patent will be granted. By getting patent, you can protect your idea for a number of years. For 20 years, 25 years, you are going to be the owner of your idea. So you can sell it away. Because you are the owner of it, you can sell it away, you can transfer it away, you can lease it away, you can gift it away, you can do whatever you want to do, anything you want. That is the purpose of granting, registering पेज। So patient एक बार repeat कीजिए, when a patient is given, when is a patient given for a scientific invention, not for the artistic purpose, only for scientific invention. So that scientific invention must be a new one, non-obvious one, and ultimately that scientific idea must be capable of industrialization, commercialization. That should be. So what are the examples? Other examples here. For example, aeroplane I gave you. This electrical bulb is there. Electrical bulb Alva Thomas Edison. SRP is there. So he has invented this electrical bulb. So because he has invented his idea, we are all benefited by his inventions. What are the other things? Rail engine. Rail engine is also rail engine is there. In the beginning, rail engine was kaisa? It was steam engine. In the beginning, it was steam engine. So steam engine was invented by whom? By a Britisher. Since he is also a Britisher, his name is George Stephenson. George Stephenson. Similarly, what are the other ideas? Radio. Radio is invented. Through radio, television आ गया. Television some other thing आएगा in future. अभी television आया. Television से some other thing आएगा in future because of our imagination. Everybody is good. Everybody is brilliant. Everybody is born intelligent. So the only thing is you have to spend your time purposefully for a good idea. Enter that idea into your mind. That idea keeps on working slowly. Ultimately, it becomes a big thing, concrete thing. When it becomes concrete, you will release it. Once it is released into society, it's your baby. You love it. Just like mother loves a child, you love that idea. You want to keep it with yourself. That is the purpose of intellectual. You are a mother. You are going to be father of your activities. That's it. Yeah. What are the other things? Aeroplane, rail engine, radio, all these are first time inventions. They are all first time inventions. At that time, no patent law is there. They didn't register all these ideas as patents. But they have simply invented. They have invented just out of interest. Out of interest, they invented all these things left for all of us. Now we are living because of those people. We are enjoying all these things because of them. So patent is a second intellectual property. What is the other intellectual property? Tell me, trademark is also another intellectual property. What is a trademark? Trademark is defined. Trademark is defined under the India Trademarks Act 1999. There is a legislation passed by the Parliament of India. Trademark legislation 1999. So what is a trademark? Trademark is a mark. It's a symbol. It's a mark. What is the trademark of this college? That is the trademark of the college. Every institution will have a mark, trademark. What do you mean by every institution will have a mark or trademark? What is the big thing about it? What is the big thing of owning a trademark? So it's only a mark. Everybody will have it. It's everything. It's normal. What is the big thing about it? There is a big thing. You tell me. Identity. Then what is the other thing? Identity is without money. We are all concerned about money. I am teaching you how to earn money. So you think about in that way and tell me.
To create a brand.
Money, without money you cannot live. The toughest thing in your life is earning money. Everybody's life. Ultimately we are born to live our life by earning money. Money is important. What is the big thing of this identity? Identity is a normal thing. Apart from identity, there is something more. What is that more?
To create a brand.
When I say this is the trademark of Mahanti College. It's the corporate asset of Mahanti College. It's an asset. Corporate asset of Mahanti College. Mahanti College alone is exclusively owner of that asset. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can imitate it. Nobody can by using it mislead others. I cannot use that. By using it, I cannot mislead all of you. Misleading others, which I do not own, is also an offense, is also prohibited. Therefore, this particular college is the exclusive owner of that identity. It's a corporate asset. It can make money. If Mahathi College wants to sell it away, it can sell the trademark to anybody. If it wants to use it, if it wants to transfer it by way of lease, it can lease it on. If Mahathi College wants to gift it away, it can gift that identity or trademark to any other person. By assignment, by transferring, by sale, by lease it out, by gifting out, everything they can do. What not everything they can do, but they don't do it because it's their asset. Unless circumstances force them, they don't do it, they own it. So that is the meaning of trademark. It's not mere statement. Trademark is a mark, it's not a mere statement, not an empty statement. इसके पीछे बहुत meaning है. That meaning is that's the property of the college.
It's a property, intellectual property is also a property. The word intellectual property is not defined anywhere. But through examples we can understand what intellectual property is. You must have heard something about intellectual property by this time. What example, can you give me some examples what intellectual property is? What do you understand by intellectual property? The concerned teacher must have taught you about intellectual property, what it is. Give me some examples of intellectual property. But it's not defined, no technical definition. But by looking at this subject, object, a particular article, we can come to know what it is. Whether it's intellectual property, physical property, whether it's movable property or immovable property, all these things we can sense it. Now you tell me some examples, what is intellectual property? What is intellectual property? In general terms, you tell me. It's not possible in general terms. Then tell me some examples of intellectual property. Some examples of intellectual property. So property created by using your mind. ऐसा properties कौन सा properties है? Property created by creativity, your creativity. Your creativity, your property. Because it is your property, you will have absolute rights against that property. So all these things when you own property, it's possible to sell, to use this particular thing as per your liking. Suppose you own a house, you own a car. When you own a car, I say it is absolute property of you. When I say it is absolute property of you, what does it mean? You can enjoy that car, you can drive that car, you can take that car to streets. So and similarly, you can go for a ride whenever you want to go for a ride. Apart from going for a ride, you can also gift it away to your son, daughter, car. You can take your family to excursion. You can transfer this car on lease basis. You can on lease basis also car can be transferred. You can sell it away. All these things are possible when I say when you own a property, absolute rights, with absolute rights. With all properties you own, all these rights, right of enjoyment, right of using, right of transferring, right of sale, all these things are inherently present in any property. Whether it's movable property or immovable property, all these elements are there. Similarly, when you create a property by using your application of mind, by using your mind, whatever created by your idea, by your mind, by your intellectual, that is also a property on par with any physical property, on par with your car, on par with your house property, on par with your land property. Your idea is now sellable, so you can sell your idea, you can earn money. If you don't want to sell your idea, you can ask the government to protect your idea. You can ask the government to protect your idea. So government will protect your idea and it will remain with you for number of years. You can enjoy that property created by your creativity, by your intellect. That is the meaning of intellectual property. Understand what it is. It's not physical property, it's not tangible property, it's intangible property, but it is there. Just like light. Light is there. Light jalta hai. We enjoy the roshni, light of it. But we do not know current is there or not. Current is there, it is invisible. Current is there because current is there, its light is burning. We are able to enjoy the light, the darkness we are. Similarly, intellectual property, the property is not visible, but property is there. That's why it is called intellectual property, and intangible property which cannot be touched, which cannot be seen, which cannot be felt. But property is there. That property is there in the form of an idea, in the form of an invention, in the form of other intellect. That intellect, brilliant idea comes to your mind. It's as good as property. That is the present position of law. समझ में आया? Present position of law. Suppose if you have a brilliant idea, invent something, you can sell it away, make money, you can become rich. Becoming rich is not a bad thing. समझ में आया? Earning money is not a bad thing. So earning money, you can support your family. You can support yourself. You can continue further research in that field. That is the purpose of protecting intellectual property rights, which was not the case in earlier decades. Especially in 1970s, 80s onwards, all governments across the world, they started recognizing intellectual property also as the property of the individual who has created, who has developed the idea. That's why keep on thinking deeply. Invent something new. That is going to be your property. When you invent something, you are going to get, you become a star overnight. Just now, Rinku Singh has become a star overnight. IPL man. So that chance is there in intellectual property. That kind of opportunity is there in intellectual property. Keep on reading, continuously reading, understand the subject fully, and try to create new idea out of your understanding. So mere understanding is not sufficient. So after understanding the idea, you have to try to create something new by yourself. That something new which you want to create is going to be your property. Going to be your absolute property. That means you can use that property, whatever created by you. You can enjoy that property, you can use that property, you can sell it away, you can exhibit it in the public and earn name and fame. Not only name and fame, you can earn money. So just now I told you, earning money is not a bad thing. So you can earn money, you can make money, overnight you become star, you can become rich person. That is the advantage of this intellectual property. So therefore, why this kind of property came into existence? Because these ideas are, everybody is an individual. Everybody is born intelligence. So therefore, everybody is born intelligence. A person may have a better idea than me. He may create something new. When he creates something new, he is the owner of it. So therefore, his ownership rights should be protected. That's why government makes laws. So the government has made several laws, like Copyrights Act 1957, Patents Act 1970, similarly Trademarks Act 1999, Plant Varieties Act 2001. I said so many legislations are there. The purpose of these legislations is to protect the interests of the creator of the idea, new thing, new invention. That is the idea. That is the idea behind the intellectual property. Intellectual property, unlike physical property, it's not visible. It cannot be touched. It can be felt, but it cannot be touched. That is what it says. Like Hava, we cannot see the air, wind, but we feel the happiness when wind comes. Similarly, light also. We cannot see the current passing through it, but we enjoy the light. That is the meaning of intellectual property. Now my question is, how many kinds of intellectual properties are there? So you must have
heard something about intellectual property. Examples of intellectual property. Give me some examples of intellectual property, so that I feel happy that you know something about intellectual property. What is intellectual property? I am not asking you. I am not asking the definition, because that expression intellectual property is not defined anywhere. You don't try to explain it to me, but you give me examples. Suppose you write a book, literary work. You write a book on a particular subject. Whatever literary work created, whatever book you have written, that's going to be your property. So you can get it published, that book you can get it published. And you can sell those books through various bookstores. And you can make money as the writer of the book, as the author of the book. That is one example of copyright. Give me other examples of copyrights. Copyrights includes several things. What are the other examples included in the copyrights? Copyright is also a right given to the author, creator of the book or any other artistic work. Copyrights mean there are several other properties, elements are there. Several other elements are there. First one is copyrights mean literary work is a part of the copyright. Literary work means any book written by you. Suppose you write a book on pharmacy, on any of the subjects of pharmacy. You become the author of it. So when you become the author of it, you will have, and you are entitled to the ownership of that book, whatever written by you. So you can use that book, you can sell that book through various publishers, you get it published, sell that book, you can make money. That way, so your authorship rights will be protected by the Copyrights Act. So Act is intended for the benefit of the creators. All these enactments, legislations, just now I gave to you, Patents Act, Trademarks Act, Copyrights Act, they are intended to protect the rights of the creators. That's why you can get it registered. The work you can get it registered with the appropriate authority or competent authority and get your right protected for number of years. 60 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, your right will be there, exclusive right. Only college is competent. That's why college is the exclusive owner of the trademark of the particular trademark. Every institution will have a trademark of its own. Every trademark, every institution, whether it's an educational institution or commercial institution or any other institution, will have a trademark of its own. Some trademarks are registered, some trademarks are unregistered. That's why you need not feel I am inferior, I am less than her, I am greater than her, superior to her, ऐसा सोचने का नहीं. Your idea is your idea, our idea is our idea. Everybody is independent, everybody is intelligent. So everybody is free to think of himself, to think of great ideas. This is what. So I told you, the idea must be fresh. In a patent, in order to be eligible for patenting, the idea must be fresh, then only patent will be granted. I gave some examples. Radio, invented by Marconi, as a gentleman is there. He was the first man to invent that. Rail engine. Rail engine is so invented by a British engineer. His name is George Stephenson. Similarly, Thomas Alva Edison, current bulb. And finally, Wright brothers also there. Aeroplane. Similarly, so many computers are there. Computer also must have been invented by somebody. All these are great inventions. Out of these inventions, we are getting benefited. We are immensely benefited, all of us, and getting this. So therefore, this is, as a science graduate, science student, you are more concerned with patents and patenting system. So patenting system is there is a registrar, office is there, register of patents. Yes, office is there. There is a registrar, his name is registrar. So if you have an idea, good idea, you can write the patent statement. So ये idea के वजह से ये होता है. This is how I am going to be benefited, mankind is going to be benefited. ऐसा आप एक statement बना के, that statement you can get it registered in the office of the registrar of patents. Then he will register your idea. It will be preserved for years together. It will be preserved. Suppose that idea is accepted, patent is given. Then that patent will be there in your name for 20 years. from the date of registration, patent will be there, protection will be there for 20 years. 20 years you are going to be the owner of that idea. Nobody will interfere with that idea. That is the idea behind registration. Registration is not bad thing. Not registration क्या है? Registration झंझट है. हिंदी में वो समझ में आता है? इस झंझट है. ये क्यों registration करना है? मेरा idea मेरा ऐसा आप सोचता हो. Registration gives you protection. Gives you protection means कैसा protection? Once the idea is registered in your name, it will be exhibited. It becomes public. It becomes a public document, public idea. So everybody comes to know, so idea. So has invented this idea. So has invented this particular thing. ऐसा सबको मालूम पड़ता है. So when it is already there in the register office, it becomes public. Everybody can access it. I can read your idea. From that point, I can start my research, further research. From the point where you left, I can start further research and invent more things. So that's the purpose of registering it. It will be accessible. Your idea continues to be your idea, but accessible to everybody. समझ में आया? Accessible to everybody for the purpose of enabling them to continue further research on your idea. Your idea is only basic thing. Advancement is also necessary. Every idea. For advancement of research, it will be made available to everybody by way of registration. समझ में? Registration is not bad. Registration not dilatory. Registration is good. It protects your idea permanently. That means for 20 years, 25 years, whatever the period is fixed by the legislation. What is the legislation? Indian Patents Act is there, 1970. That is the act protecting scientific ideas. Now I told you about trademarks also. Trademark is also a symbol, a mere symbol. Sometimes trademark may be in any form. It may be numerical, it may be symbol, it may be a mark, it may be a phrase also. It may be a phrase in any form. It's a trademark. Trademark is also registered. When you say that I own this trademark, the college says college is the owner of the trademark. So college, that trademark belongs to the college. It is the asset of the college. It is the property of the college. When we say that it is the asset of the college will have absolute rights against the trademark. It is the owner. College is the owner. You and me are not allowed to interfere with that. Scooters are designed. So with designing, everything possible. Designing is also, in a particular way, is also an idea. It happens with the creativity, your creativity. You have an idea, brilliant idea, how to draw, how to design a motor vehicle, how to design a car, how to design a rail engine, how to design Vande Mataram Express. Vande Mataram Express है ना? उनका cabin कैसा होना है? उनका aeroplane कैसा होना है? Warplane design is different from civil aviation. So हर एक चीज के लिए हर एक product is designed with the help of design. So designing is also nowadays recognized as intellectual property, one of the intellectual property. Circuits and designs is also considered to be one of the. So designing के बारे में आपको भी कुछ subject होगा pharmacy में tablet round आता है. क्यों round आता है? Why not it is triangular? Why not a tablet triangle? Most of the tablets are round shape. So on that way, that's also a design. Tablet is also design. So everything is designed. So designing is also a good subject. It's a big subject, large subject. Therefore, whatever design, whoever designed, that design is his property. If you design of a car, designing of a car, the body of a car, the engine of a car, that's your property. You can register it. You can sell it. You can transfer it. You can lease it out. So by selling it, you can make money. That idea. That is now that's an intellectual property. Apart from trademarks, all these things. One more important thing is geographical indication. Geographical indication is also one of the intellectual properties. What do you mean by geographical indication? What is a geographical indication? Now come on, open up your mind. I'm encouraging you to speak. Speak out your mind. Interact. Nothing wrong. What is geographical indication? Name itself is suggesting something. So name se pata chalta hai. So you geography. It's an indication. So geography indicates the quality of the product. Geography, that means the territory, the soil indicates Assam chai. Assam chai, Darjeeling chai is preferred to Assam chai. Assamese chai is preferred to Nilgiri chai. You can say that Assam chai is highly superior chai because of the weather conditions prevailing there in Assam. So Assam farmers are able to produce quality chai. Quality chai patta. What do you mean by that? That can be registered. You can say this particular chai is grown in Assam. Therefore, it is superior to other varieties of chai in the market. You can register it, saying that this is produced in Assam, in the state of Assam. This is superior than other chais. I said geographical indications are there. Several places are known for several things, important things. Give me some of the names of the products. Andhra Pradesh may be hai, बहुत सारा varieties. Products are there. Products are produced. They are known by that name, by that place, place and indication. Place and indication. It acquires unique qualities. The product acquires unique qualities because it is produced in that particular territory, particular area. What are such indications? What are such indications known for worldwide? Andhra Pradesh may be high. Tirupati is not a place. Tirupati is not a geographical indication. Kanchipuram sari is a geographical indication. So every Kanchipuram sari. Laddu of Tirumala. Okay, agreed. Chai, Assam chai. What are the other things? Kanchipuram saris. So Hyderabad में क्या है? Gangwal sarees. Hyderabad biryani. So Hyderabad biryani because it's known for preparation of kamsa. That one shop is there. Paradise biryani. So similarly, what are the other things? Patan Patola sarees in Patan, in Gujarat. It's known for Patola sarees, ladies sarees. So that place is also known. So therefore, the producers of that saree, they may register the sarees as registered product of that particular area. When it is registered, it will be sold at higher prices in the market. Consumers will take that it is a good product. We take for granted that it is produced, came from so area. So therefore, it must be of quality, product of quality. Therefore, they purchase it without bargaining. That's the geographical indication. Andhra Pradesh में बहुत सारा है. और Andhra Pradesh में mangoes are there. Mangoes रसम का इल्म है. आओ गए पचनुदे. All these are geographical indications. आओ गए पचन एकड़ा ले. Andhra Pradesh में लोग आओ गए पचन. So आओ गए पचन is also geographical indication for Andhra. ऐसा बहुत सारा places are there. They are known to the entire world by the place. That's why that product acquired famous or fame because of the territory, because of the soil where they are produced. That is the purpose. What are the other things? Geographical indications. There are so many things. Other things. Fan डालिए, fan आता है. Geographical indications. There is an act called Geographical Indications Registration Act, 1999. So geographical indications will be registered for 20 years. Protection मिलेगा आपको 10 years protection मिलेगा. From the date of registration, 10 years protection. So all these are intellectual properties. All these are your ideas of the creator, ideas of the developer. These ideas can be moved by you, by the creator himself, without allowing others to steal them. Suppose registration is not there. registration is not there, people will steal your idea. They may say my idea. They will come into dispute with you. So to protect your idea as your idea, registration is compulsory. Traditional knowledge. What is traditional knowledge? Traditional knowledge is also a kind of intellectual property. What do you mean by traditional knowledge? Traditional knowledge. What is traditional knowledge? పూర్వం హరికథలు ఉండేవి, బుర్రకథలు ఉండేవి, డ్యాన్స్ ఉండేవి, పప్పెట్ షో ఉండేది. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ట్రెడిషనల్ నాలెడ్జ్. వీ హ్యావ్ నాట్ స్టడీడ్ ఎనీ బుక్స్, బట్ దే ఆర్ దేర్. So one generation after generation, they are acquiring that skill of harikatha, burkatha, puppet show, all these things. They are traditional knowledge. They are examples of traditional knowledge. Traditional knowledge is also worthy of gets protection from the law. That's gets protection from law. So these are the intellectual property rights. So therefore you can entertain your idea, you can create an idea, you can register it. All these things are possible. You can earn money. So earning money is not a bad thing. So tomorrow onwards start pursuing. After the legislation, Indian Trademarks Act 1999 is the legislation protecting various trademarks. So Gujarat Maritime University is also having a trademark. What is the trademark of Gujarat Maritime University? So ship में wheel होता है ना, driver seat में wheel, ऐसा round wheel होता है. वो round wheel he is steering that like a steering, he uses it and takes the ship forward. That is the trademark of Gujarat Maritime University. Gujarat Maritime University is a specialized university offering special courses in maritime studies. So therefore Gujarat Maritime University is also having its own trademark. Every institution, Ambani has its own trademark, Reliance has its own trademark, Tata's they have its own trademark, every Bank of Baroda we have its own trademark, Indian Overseas Bank has its own trademark, similarly Bank of India has its own trademark, SBI will have its own trademark. Every institution will have their own trademark. That trademark owned by the institution is a corporate asset of that institution. It's a property, it's saleable, it's transferable, it can be assignable. That is the meaning of trademark. Legally, all these things are possible for the owner of the trademark. So here also trademark can be registered. There is a separate officer. Officer का नाम क्या है? Register of Trademark. So Register of Trademark office जाके we can register it. Even rupee. When the rupee was there, no symbol. That rupee was not their symbol. All countries' currencies are represented by a symbol, except India. So 2 years or 3 years back, one Tamil student, Tamil Nadu student, he has invented that mark rupee. Immediately government has accepted. It became the trademark of Indian currency. Mark of Indian currency. Now Indian currency is represented everywhere in the world. That sign is the trademark. So India has rights against mark. Nobody in other countries can use that mark without the consent of Indian government or Reserve Bank of India, whatever the case is. समझ में आया? Law, you study law. After finishing pharmacy, I request all of you to study, pursue law. Law is such a powerful subject. Your analytical capacity, analyzing these things, capacity to analyze these things will improve much more. It's a powerful subject है law. So you can study law even after completion of pharmacy. It gives clarity of mind to you, what it is, how to deal with problems. So we are all affected by problems. So many problems, matrimonial problems, language problems, property problems. So family के बीच में problems. So you find solution for all these matters in law. You can easily solve problems, solution to problems. So then other varieties of intellectual properties, industrial design, trademarks, industrial designs are also eligible to be registered as not trademark as an intellectual property. Industrial designs and circuits. Previously, industrial designs were not recognized as intellectual property. Whatever design. What do you mean by design? Design. This watch is a design. This watch design is differs from that watch. समझ में?